こんにちは、皆さん。今日、私たちは日本語を勉強しています。質問があれば、私に聞いてください。Greetings, everyone. Today we are studying Japanese. If you have any questions, then feel free to stop and ask me at any time. We're going to continue with Immersion with Card Captor Sakura.
とにかくこの本を開けれたっちゅうことは多少なりとも魔力を持ってるっちゅうこっちゃ。お前さん名前
お前さん名前は or what is your name?
この本を開けれたっちゅうことは多少なりとも魔力を持ってるっちゅうこっちゃ。お前さん名前はさくら。よっしゃさくら、そこ立ってみ。
よっしゃ、桜。そこを立ってみ。I think it's like alright, Yosha. Alrighty. What is that from though? Let's see, it's considered a colloquial interjection. Oh, that might I wonder if that's from anything. It has to be from something. Yosha. Where does Yosha come from? Okay, it's believed to be an informal emphatic variant of the interjection Yoshi, which means alright, okay. While the exact etymology is not definitively established, it is presumed to derive from Yoshi. Okay. The addition of the extra small su, a geminate consonant, and the elongated sound of Yosha serves to intensify the expression, making it sound more enthusiastic, energetic, and celebratory. Yeah, you notice that a lot. They do that little double consonant thing in Japanese expressions to make them sound more energetic. So Yoshi, let's look at Yoshi then. Yoshi. Let's see, there's the Yoshi as in alright, and then there's the Yoshi as in reason. Yoshi as even if. So a lot of Yoshis. Oh, there's a Yoshi as in good, excellent. I wouldn't be surprised if Yoshi as in alright got derived from the Yoshi as in good, excellent, which... Let's see. Clue adjective, archaic. Derived from yoi. So Yosha. Yosha Sakura Soko tate mi. I know what tate by itself would be, but why is there tate mi? No, normalizing suffix of sensory or subjective adjectives. Ness. I know, and Soko is over there. So, totami. Explain the grammar of Explain the grammar of totemi. I mean tatemi, not tote, yeah, tate. It's derived from tatsu, to rise, which is stand up. With the verb miru meaning to try or to attempt. The te form of the verb such as tate is used to connect the action or to form a sequence of events, often indicating a preceding action. Okay, yeah. The verb miru, when attached to te form of a verb, creates a construction that expresses the idea of trying to do something or attempting an action. This construction is commonly used to describe a tentative or experimental action. For example, tate miru for to try standing or to attempt to stand. Thus, tate miru. Let's see. So, tate mi is a more casual and shortened version of tate miru, often used in. Okay, so in other words, this is just being used like the miru as in to try. It's just a shortened version of that. So, Yosha Sakura, Soko tate mi, or in other words, alright, Sakura, try standing over there.
前はさくら。よっしゃさくら、そこ立ってみ。封印の鍵よ。
Fui no kagiyo. So, sealed key? Kagi. Oh yeah, by the way, I was looking into why he was referred to as the Fuin no kimono, or in other words, the sealed beast. And what someone was basically telling me, the implication is that he is the seal itself. That, while his job is like guarding the cards, essentially, he is the seal. That's why he's referred to as the sealed beast. So seal key, essentially, okay. Fui no kagiyo.
封印の鍵よ。汝との契約を望む者がここにいる。
Nanji. Oh, I see. They provided the kanji for this because this is probably a less known kanji, nanji. It's not the what time kanjis. It's the thou, archaic. Thou or you, okay. Nanji to tono keiyaku. Keiyaku, contract. So, contract with you. Nozomu, to desire, to want. This is transitive. Nozomu. Nozomu mono. Okay, yeah. They loaded this verb into the word mono or thing so that they could use ga with it. Nozomu mono, basically talking about the thing that is the desire. So ga koko ni iru. So the desire for a contract with you exists here. It's essentially what it looks like it's saying. So there exists a desire to form a contract with you, or the one who desires a contract with you is here. Oh yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah. So let's see. That, yeah, the person who wishes to form a contract with you exists here, or one who desires a contract with you is here. So, Nanji Tono. You notice that Kiribero, in addition to speaking Kansai, often uses a lot of archaic Japanese terms. And the reasoning behind that is because he's several hundred, if not several thousand years old. So let's keep it in character. So, Nanji Tono Keiyaku. Okay. Nanji Tono Keiyaku o Nozomu. Yeah, okay. So, Nanji Tono Keiyaku o Nozomu mono ga koko ni iru.
Nanji との契約を望む者がここにいる。少女、名をさくら。
Shoujo Nao Sakura. So this is basically a girl, young girl, and this is name. This is a very more casual way of saying name, just saying na. Let's see. As for the particles, they choose. Let's see. Shoujo Nao Sakura. Curious why it's grammatically structured like that. Shoujo. Let's see. So the young girl's name is the object of the sentence. Make a note of that sentence and ask about it later. Oh, by the way, Itsu. I found out the reason why that earlier statement when you saw like Sakura growing really tall, why it used Denshu Kurai, because she wasn't saying that she wanted to grow to the height of a telephone pole. She was saying when I'm about as tall as a telephone pole, and the Kurai was just to give the about to it. So Sakura Nao, okay, I mean Shoujo Nao Sakura.
汝との契約を望む者がここにいる。少女ナオサクラ、鍵よ、少女に力を与えよ。
Kagiyo Shoujo ni chikara o from Otairu to give, to bestow, and I believe this is the polito form of the word. And I also believe this is in its noun form. Atae. Atae. Gift. Yes. In other words, to give would be just gift. Yes, atae. In Japanese, they often use the noun forms as replacement for verbs. So, and also, there's kagiyo here. Notice a kagiyo, slight pause in the finish of the sentence. This is often taken, if you want to think of another way to put it grammatically, as if you want to make it one sentence, you can drop this and put a wa here. So it's like kagi wa. Shoujo ni chikara o ataeyo. So, in other words, as for the key, gift your power to this young girl. So, kagi o shoujo ni chikara o ataeyo. Chikara, yeah. Shoujo.
汝との契約を望む者がここにいる。少女ナオサクラ、鍵よ、少女に力を与えよ。レレーズ。
See. Fuin Kaijo. Seal termination. Rescinding, rescission. Rerizu. I've noticed he said this, he didn't say these words. Rerizu comes to remote shuttle release. Oh, so in other words, that kanji is just another way of saying what's essentially going on. They're releasing like a shutover camera causing a flash or release of energy. And this is just the words seal termination, essentially. Fuin kaijo. Rerisu, or the katakana word pulled from English, or rerisu.
鍵よ、少女に力を与えよ。レリーズ。さくら、杖を取るんや。
Sakura Sue cane, walking stick, staff, wand. Basically some elongated kind of stick object. And Toru, take. Toran. So I guess making the point of giving information, hence why it's in the n form on the end. So Torunya. And then this is from his Osaka Ben accent, again using ya as in place of da, I believe. So Sakura Sueo Torunya, or Sakura, take the staff.
さくら、杖を取るんや。よっしゃ、カードキャプターの誕生や。
Card Captor no, let's see, Tanjo. Birth, creation. It's a noun, okay. Pseudo verb, okay, so in other words, a card captor is born.
よっしゃ、カードキャプターの誕生や。
Yeah, I'm curious, where's that kanji come from? I know that second one's used in words like Tanjo. Right, let's see. Nativity, be born, declension, okay. I don't think I've seen this first kanji before. Oh, this is the town that's in Tanjobi. Oh, both of these are the kanji in Tanjobi. And Tanjobi, so it's just creation day, essentially. And then that second kanji you often see in words like ikiru, to live. Or umareru, to be born. And I believe umeru is also a word. Yes, okay, yeah, that's intransitive, umareru. So what was the transitive form of that umareru? Oh yeah, that's right, it was umu. That's right, umu. To give birth, and then umareru, to be born. Okay, so Karo Kyapta no Tanjo ya. Zettai, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely unreasonable or impossible. Okay. I'm kind of curious which meaning she means in this. It's not, I don't think you can tell just from the word. I think you have to tell from the, how the word gets actually used in native Japanese. Maybe impossible. So zettai, 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 moody. Fuka fuka yana. I'm guessing this na is just the na particle being dragged out. Fuka fuka. Or hookah hookah. Absent-mindedly. See, keruberusu. Keruberusu. Okay. Let's see. Odd. Okay, so this is just as in like the interjection fuka fuka yana. Fuka fuka. So soft or fluffy is the meaning that this is using. Soft and fluffy, and this is considered. It can be a pseudo verb. It can be an adverb. Not okay. Well, this is clearly being used like a noun in this sentence. Because it comes right before the copula. With no other words. So, let's see. Is he saying fuka fuka or hookah hookah? Fuka fuka.
私にカードキャプターなんて無理だってば。
私にカードキャプターなんて無理だっては。or だってば。そう、私にカードキャプターなって。So I know this is it will be impossible. I think this is just supposed to be the connective form of the da particle. Or is it supposed to be the tag quoting? Oh yes, I told you I can't be a card captor. Yeah, so this is just the tag quoting. So yeah, this is the sentence and this is all being quoted. So this sute is just representing you. Oh, and ba, I think it's a conditional. If, when, often. Let's see. Where does nante come from? One theory suggests it's a phonetic evolution from nanto iu, meaning what's it? Let's see, what's it called, or which I know what a sound shift. This development reflects a fusion of vowels, leading to the modern form. Another theory posits that Nante is a shortened version of Nandoto, where Nando means and so on, and to is quoting particle implying such things or like that. This derivation is supported by its use to express disdain, doubt, or to indicate something is on the same level as what comes before it. Some sources also note that the phonetic shift of O or A or E in Nante is unexplainable under the Nardoto hypothesis, suggesting origin might be more complex. The particle Nante is thus linked to both expressions of surprise or admiration or dismissive or derogatory tones depending on the context. So what does Nante mean? Nante has two meanings in Japanese which functions as two different parts of speech. To express surprise on the part of the speaker at some event that they are commenting on. This form usually occurs at the beginning of a sentence, but not always. Usually, this translates in the sense of he's so fast or what or such a fast runner. Second use, to modify a phrase by giving it the sense of like that or such as. The connotation is to diminish the significance of the preceding clause and imbue a sense of vagueness. The meaning is derived from nado, both. Okay. So, 私に、カードキャプターなんて、私にカードキャプターなんて、無理だって。So, me be so it's bad for me to become something, or no, it's impossible for me to become something like a card captor. See, I told you I can't be a card captor. So, 私にカードキャプターなんて無理だっては、だってば. So what does teba mean on the end of a sentence? Teba meaning what does teba mean? Indicates emotional closeness or annoyance with something. Indicates an indirect command by expressing annoyance. So example, Sokora hin wa danshi to Joshi, okay. Danshi to shoji to te wa chigon datte wa. Obviously, that's different for men and women. Kakoe chout te wa. She'll hear you. So then, what is the origins of tewas? So I can understand. I mean, teba. So I can understand where that ba is coming from. What is the origins of teba? Teba is primarily a contraction of toyu. Oh, of toyeba. Oh, it's the conditional eba, which itself comes from the quotative particle to. So, 私にカードキャプターなんて無理だってば。Wait, but doesn't ieba mean the possibility of saying something? So how does that translate to... Oh, maybe the sentence continues, or maybe it's just understood that something like ikenai gets used after this. Because that's how you say something's impossible use. One way is conditional eba followed by ikenai. So, 私にカードキャプターなんて無理だってば。
私にカードキャプターなんて無理だってば。カードキャプター、クローカードの捕獲者。にカードキャプターなんて無理だってば。カードキャ
Card Captor Sakura. Oh, this is his name, that's right. Kudo Kado, or, uh, uh, does he say Kudo or Kudo?
私にカードキャプターなんて無理だってば。カードキャプター、クローカードの
Kudo Kado, or as said in English, cloud cards. Kudo Kado no Hokaku, capture, and then Sha, person. So, in other words, you're the Hokakusha, or the capture person. And what type of capture person? You're the Kurao Kado no. You're the cloud card capture person. Hokaku. And that kanji comes from Hokaku. First one is capture. Second one is seize. First kanji gets used in words like skamaeru, to capture. Second kanji gets used in words like Ammo no prey, catch, kill game. In other words, captured thing. Or seized thing. So, Card Captor Sakura card no Hokakusha.
カードキャプターなんて無理だってば。カードキャプター、クローカードの捕獲者。かっこええやないか。
かっこええやないか。かっこええ I've heard of かっこいい but かっこええ It's just a pronunciation difference of かっこいい Oh, okay. Yanai is a way of saying is not done in the Kansai accent. Okay, so Yanai is equivalent to Janai, which is also equivalent to Dewanai. So since it takes on the role of Dewa, the Ya does. Which makes sense how it also gets used as a copula as well. Since the Dewa and Dewanai is the copula. The De part is, at least. So, Kakoe. So, in other words, is this not cool? Assuming that is Kakui. Kake is the casual and formal pronunciation in Japanese of the word kakoi. Or as he said it, kakoe.
カードキャプター、クローカードの捕獲者。かっこええやないか。
Wanted to point out that in Japanese it's a lot more common to ask things in the negative. That's why he's saying, is it not cool? Because that's just done a lot more often in Japanese than in English. Kakoe ya nai ka?
私普通の小学生なんだよ。
Futsu, yeah, futsu. Watashi futsu no shogakusei nandayo. I'm just an ordinary elementary school student. Notice she just dropped the wa because the wa is obvious.
カードキャプター、クローカードの捕獲者。かっこええやないか。私普通の小学生なんだよ。かっこええやないか。私普通の小学生なんだよ。この世の災いとか言われても。これつか言われても。普通の小学生なんだよ。この世の災いとか言われても。
Kono yo no wazawai disaster climb. So, yo no wazawai or world calamity and disaster. Kono yo no wazawai toka iwarete mo. I think this is being used as I know you can use mo at the end of a sentence to imply like an even if, or if like to have a little question tone in it. So I believe this is saying, I think they're supposed to be saying, but you said there was going to be a world disaster. So let's see. I know U is to say, but what is E? Oh, E. Iwarete. That's right, this is a Godon verb. So, redu wa redu, so this, yeah, so this is receptive tense of EU. So, in other words, received saying. So, in other words, but I received you saying that there's going to be a world disaster. In other words, you said there's going to be a world disaster. Or even if you call it the world's misfortune. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. I gotta use more of an even if tone to this. So, even if you call this a world disaster, so kono yeah, kono yo no wazawai to ka iwarete mo, kono yo no wazawai to ka iwarete mo.
私普通の小学生なんだよ。この世の災いとか言われても。これつこて。
Kore tsuko, I think it's supposed to be used. Kore, wait, she, messenger. But they're saying this is supposed to be pronounced as Suko. Let's see, Kore Tsuko. Kore Tsuko, te kado bara kesashitan wa. I mean, doba, yeah. Yeah, kado, yeah, bara keru, to come apart, to unravel, so release. So she's talking about the releasing of the cards. So bara keru, and then bara keru, but the ru gets, oh yeah, this is an ichidan verb, so this drops off and becomes saseru. Well, I think this is being nounified. Barakesa, I think that's supposed to be the word, barakesa, and then shitanwa. Barakesa. Barakesa. Because if it was saseru, then saseru would have conjugated in past tense to saseta. But this is sashita. Bara sashi ta. Past tense of the Japanese verb barasu. Oh, barasu. No, this is bara kesashita. Bara kesashita. Barakeshi does not appear to be a standard or recognized word in the Japanese language. Barakeru. If that is the verb, bara. If it was kesu, then that's. So let's just translate it to see where they're going with this sentence. Who was it? Was it that used this to scatter the cards? Hmm. Bara. Bara keru can become bara saseru. Okay. I'm just gonna guess, since I'm not really sure, that I'll have to look this up more later, that the words are bara kesa, which is basically like a noun form of ba, bara, uh, bara keru, or to spread, to scatter. And then, since it's a noun form of it, you need a shitsu with it to make it a verb. So they have shita for past tense. So, let's see. Kore, what's he saying in the beginning?
私普通の小学生なんだよ。この世の災いとか言われても。これつこてカードば。
これつこて、カードつこて、つこて、to attach. I have a feeling this has something to do with his Kansai accent. Let's see. Tsukute. That's right, I think, yeah, that's the thing with conjugating Kansai. Instead of, for Utsuru words, instead of doing that double consonant, T, they just, have a te there. So I guess that's why it would be, and they also often change the sound to an O sound, since it's skote. So I think it's supposed to be this word, skao, so to use. So skao in its connective form. Kore skatte karo, kore skatte karo barakesa shitan wa dare yatta kana? Yatta is same as sudo, but it has a more implication of doing work than sudo does. So in other words, you notice the wa is dropped here again, so it's would be kore wa skotte karo. So as for this, actually no, maybe there's no wa here. Used card, this card to spread. At who did? In other words, who used this card to spread? Kore tsukatte kado barakesa shitan wa dare yatte naka?
普通の小学生なんだよ。この世の災いとか言われても。これつこてカードばらけさしたんは誰やったかな。カードの番もしないで寝こけてたのは誰。
カードの番 number in a series, one's turn. Then most sudo, to copy, to imitate, to mock, to replace. Let's see, mosus, most shinai. So card and then number, most shinai, not doing. Moshi, excuse me. Moshi, if in the case. And then this is. Oh, this is from Nedu to sleep. Oh, okay, so this is a word combined with the kanji from Nedu. Kokeru, koketeta. So who continued sleeping, or who was sleeping, essentially. Ne koketeta no wa dare? Let's see, this translates to... Who was the one who slept through their turn? Who was the one sleeping through their turn? Where do you get turn from? Oh, they're interpreting Bon individually in that translation. So I think it's trying to say... Who's the... I think it's trying to say who's the one who was sleeping during their job, essentially. I should reference that for later and look it up. Okay. So...
カードばらけさせたんは誰やったかな。カードの番もしないで寝こけてたのは誰よ。
カードの番もしないで寝こけてたのは誰よ。
な。カードの番もしないで寝こけてたのは誰よ。
すごい風 or a great wind.
すごい風。さくら。
Let's see. Naki goe. So goe comes from koe, which means voice, and nagi is... That looks like the kanji in Tori. Nagi goe. Cry of an animal. Chirp, cry, bark, ring, echo, honk. To make a sound, naku. And okay, so it's... Tori is actually contained in that, but naku by itself is to make a sound, and this in particular an animal sound. It has the implication of that. So naki goe. Nani are? What is that? No, notice they said are because they're talking about something that's far away from both Sakura and the person she's speaking to.
何あれ黒カードや
Kuro kado ya. Well, it's a cloud card.
あらフライのカードやな黒カードやあら
Ara, let's see, well, I think that's supposed to be well or something. Oh, okay, I think this ah is just dragging off from the ra. But this is just ara, which is ah, oh, oh. Let's see. Furai, or this kanji of. I guess that kanji is associated with flying, but what other words is it associated with? Okay, so. Oh, it's an older version of the kanji that's used in Tobu to fly or to jump. Konnichiwa, Ramiya genki desu ka? 質問があれば私に聞いてください. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask me. 元気です. Arigato. So, ara furai no kado yana. So this is just the Kansai way of saying a da. And na just tends to soften expressions from what I've seen how it gets used. It's a sentence ending particle, so ara furai no kado ya na.
フライのカードやな何あれ黒カードやあらフライのカードやな感心しとる場合かあらフライのカードやな感心しとる場合かいフライのカードやな
Kanshin, admiration, being pressed. Astonishment, being appalled. Kanshin. See, that kanji comes from. Emotion. Okay, the kanji used in emotion and the kanji used in heart. So emotion and heart, and aka some strong emotion on your heart. So being impressed, admiration. Okay. Shitoru. To become damp, to become wet. To lack energy. To be in a slump, to be in low spirits. Or could this be a concept way of saying suru? Let's see. By case, situation. By kai. Lower rank, lower position. Maybe it's trying to say lower place. Because it's flying high in the air. Let's see. Oh, is this any time to be impressed? Okay, I'm gonna... So, judging by that translation, I'm gonna guess Shitoru is the Kansai way of saying something. Let's see. Explain the origin of Shitoru. Shitoru equals Shiteru. Let's see. Meaning Shiteru. Let's see if we can see more on that. See, Shitoru mean doing, or is a dialect context is believed to originate as a contraction of the standard Japanese shiteru. The contraction is similar to other common colloquial forms of Japanese as teru, which is shortened version of te form combined with iru. The specific contraction shitoru likely arises from the combination of te and the verb suru and the verb iru, which historically meant to sit, to stay in place, and has evolved to indicate a continuous state or action. In dialects, particularly in Kansai region, this form is used as a casual spoken alternative to shiteiru. The use of toru as a contraction of teoru, a humble form of iru, further supports this pattern of linguistic simplification and contraction in informal speech. Okay, so in other words, it is the Kansai way of saying shiteiru. Yes. Let's see. It's difficult because that is Kansai dialect. That just means there's more things to study in this case. I figured, when I start understanding, I need to start understanding lots of dialects. There's like, what, something like 46 or more dialects in Japanese? So, Kanshin Shitoru, uh, Bai, so Bai Kai. So the situation of becoming impressed, essentially, because this is acting as a descriptor to Bai Kai, to Bai. Guessing that's some sort of it becoming a negative. The word bai in Japanese is derived from the classical word. You have the kata, or which originally meant way or method. Over time, evolved into a bai through phonetic change of and semantic shift. So in other words, it's basically place and meeting as of now. But what I'm wondering about is the kai on the end of it. Well, let's see. Bai should be a not adjective, so I should be able to look it up. separate of anything else. Yeah, okay, no, it's just a noun, okay? A regular noun, not a non-adjective noun. So explain the origin of kai. Okay. The term, it's just the ka with the e on the end to make the ka more casual. That's okay. So I see what they're literally saying now. He's literally saying, uh, are you being impressed in this situation, or not, which has the implication of why this is no time to be impressed. It's a rhetorical question. So, kanshitoru bai kai.
何あれ、クローカードや。あら、フライのカードやな。感心しとる場合かい、はよせんか。
See, Hayosenka preliminary contest trial. Oh, and I think that's just, I'm guessing that's the Hayo. Wait, quick, early? Hayo? Senka. Okay, that can be translated many ways depending on how you parse that. Let's see. Hurry up and do it. Get moving already. Okay, so that's what how it should be parsed. Let's see. Ramia wa. I'm a beginner English learner, so I'm sorry that sometimes I can't understand English sentences. Toimashita. Oh, we're all here to learn. Maybe you can learn English through this stream as well. Since I will literally be talking about what the Japanese is saying, then you can see how I compare it to the English. Hayosen. How does this mean hurry up already? Let's see. Explain the origin of all the words in the Hayosenka. Let's see. Potentially it could be ha. Okay. Let's see, Kana Yo. Okay. I think this is something about his Kansai accent, and I'm having trouble finding what word this is based off of. That's right, didn't they say in Kansai sometimes, she becomes se? So let's try that replacement and see if I can find anything. Yoshin, examination, preliminary examination. Hurry up and get better. Let's see. Explain the grammar behind Yoshinka. Okay, this on the end probably comes from that statement modifier, so I can remove that. Let's see, what's Yoshi by itself? So Yoshika grammar explanation. I'll just have to write it down and look it up later. I'm not sure, but this somehow means hurry up. Let's see. Ramia wa. I think wa Yoshinka is hayaku shinasai toimashita. Thank you. Let me try looking that up. So that's hurry and then Nasai. Oh, Shinasai, yeah. Hurry up and do. Okay. In other words, hurry. Hayako Sen Hayo Senka, okay. Arigato gozaimasu. Continue.
あらフライのカードやな。感心しとる場合かい。はよせんか。 何を？カードキャプター
What? And then Card Captor Sakura no Hatsushi Goto. First day returning after the New Year's. First task at a new job. In other words, they're talking about this is Card Captor Sakura's first job. And notice it's the first kanji that's used when you want to say hajime, and saying first is the kanji you use, and not the other kanji of hajime. So hashigoto, with shigoto just being work. So this is first work essentially. So karo kyapta sakura no hashigoto ya.
のカードやな。感心しとる場合かい。早せんか。何を？カードキャプターさくらの初仕事や。へえ。なんでパジャマで。
Hue. She's saying hue or fue. It sounds like she's saying ne though, but it's being translated as fuen. I think this is just supposed to be a mouth sound, huen. Nande. See, so jamu. So pajamu. Oh, pajamas, okay. So, this is a dead particle signifying what you're using. So in other words, why in the pajamas? So why am I doing this in pajamas? Fuen nande pajamu de. なんでパジャマで。世界でただ一人の。世界でただ So only. So 世界でただ一人のカードキャプターが So in other words, in the realm of the entire world, because de can denote limitations of what you're talking about. So within the limitation of the whole world, you're the only card captor. So 世界でただ一人のカードキャプターがなんでパジャマで。世界でただ一人のカードキャプターが何を天然何を天然 naturally, spontaneously. Actually, I should translate these two sentences together. Okay, so What the heck is the world's only card captor saying? Ueten nen. Nen indicates emphasis. I've not seen that ending particle before. And I think this is another... I think U10 is another Kansai... Oh, that's right. N ending for negative is not so much Kansai, it's just an archaic way of doing it. I think it's another archaic use of saying something in the negative. So not saying something? Sekai de tada hitori no card captor ga nani u tennen. So then what is this sentence trying to say? Or at least how is its parts working together? Nani u tennen. Tennen is the word for nature, spontaneity, but I don't think that's what this is supposed to be. I think this is supposed to be just U10. U10 grammar explanation. U10 is a casual colloquial contraction in Japanese that combines EU to say with te and the particle in as a contraction of no, of noda or tearu. It is non-standard grammatical form, but rather spoken informal. Okay, I see. So the n on the end is just that n ending that you use in Japanese for certain situations, like asking a question you want an answer to, giving the answer to a question, and stuff like that. So an EU te. So EU te is a colloquial dialect form of Japanese you to say, okay, specifically used in Kansai dialect in informal speech. Okay, so in other words, it's a connective form conjugation used in Kansai dialect. See, okay. Ramia wa yes non utenen is Kansai dialect. It means nani o itteru. It has itteru no. So that is Okay, so Nani, okay, is Nani o iteru. Okay, so wait, what part of Nani iu tennen became does the iru part go? Because I thought I could see the EU TAG just being a connective form, but where does the iru come into all this? Because I don't even see that in the word at all. I copy that whole phrase down. Yeah, what I'm trying to figure out is how does where does the iru fit into that phrase? Because I don't see. I know the e part commonly gets dropped off, but I don't even see anything representing the ru part. Is it the in on the end of the te that somehow became the replacement to the ru part? Contraction of iteirun des. Okay, which translates to I am sane or insane. Okay, te is form verb of eu. Is a less polite casual. Is a less polite casual contraction of idu, which in this context is part of te idu. Construction indicating an ongoing action or state. Therefore, iteru means iu teru insane. Okay, nen is a casual contraction of ndes, which adds an explanatory or justifying nuance to the sentence. Okay, that explains that. So, 世界でただ一人のカードキャプターが
世界でただ一人のカードキャプターが
何天然 So it really translates to the only card captor in the world is saying something. Well, in other words, as it's implied, I can't believe the only card captor in the world is saying something like that.
何言うてんねん。あんな大きいの無理だよ。カードキャプターが何言うてんねん。あんな
Anna Oki. I'm guessing this is a different way of saying Oki. Big, large. Yes, yeah. So, Anna. Oh, that's right. That sort of thing. Okay, that's right, yeah. Anna Oki no Muri dayo. Uh, that kind of large, that kind of large is impossible. So, あんな大きいの無理だよ。
でただ一人のカードキャプターが何言うてんねん。あんな大きいの無理だよ。何お茶目言う。
何お茶、let's see, お茶目 playful mischievous. Wait, T and I makes playful mischievous? Ochame. You tennen. Okay. So don't say the mischievous thing. Why are you saying the mischievous thing is impossible? With the question being implied by the tone of the voice? Wait, what the heck are you saying? I think this is a different word I'm using. Ocha. Slip omission. Let's see. Ocharu. Default drop. Let's see how this sentence gets broken down. Oh, konnichiwa, Louise Nam. Genki desu ka? Let's see now. Joker, prankster, playful, mischievous. Oh, I wonder if it's supposed to take on the literal meaning of what kind of joke are you saying, essentially? In other words, as you would say in English, what the heck are you saying? Nani o ochame, nani o ochame iu tennen.
でただ一人のカードキャプターが何言うてんねん。あんな大きいの無理だよ。何お茶目言うてんねん。
So this was, yeah, Nakigoe or animal call, Nakigoe.
さくら魔法や。
Sakura, use your magic.
さくら魔法や。あの
鍵や、the key.
さっき教えた通りにやるん。
Saki Oshieru to teach. Saki is in a short while. So Saki, like ahead or short, taught. Let's see. Tori. Road, street. I wonder if it's supposed to mean path or way in this case. Ni yarunya. So the taught path ahead. Do the taught path ahead. I'm gonna guess he's trying to say something like "do what I taught you" or something like that. Do it just like I taught you earlier. Yeah, so this tori is like the way, as in the way of doing something in this case. Oshiete, so taught earlier. So the taught earlier way. And then Saki just like shortly taught earlier, essentially. So do it like I taught you earlier. Saki oshiete tori ni yarunya. And notice he's saying yaru because it's an implication that it's going to take work, I guess. So instead of suru, yarunya. So Saki oshiete tori ni yarunya.
さくら魔法やあの鍵やさっき教えた通りにやるんや
Yes.
闇の力を秘めし鍵よ
Let's see. Yami no chikara. Dark power? Yami no chikara o himeru. Hidden. So hidden. And then Shikagi. Oh. Maybe it's supposed to be Himeshi. Is Himeshi a word? The phrase Himeshikagi combines two distinct grammatical elements in Japanese. The verb himeru, to keep secret, and the classical auxiliary shi, a past perfective form of suru, to do. So the verb himeru keeps you okay, and the form himeshi is a classical or literary past tense form of this verb, derived from the verb hime combined with the classical auxiliary shi, which functionally similar to modern past tense ta. Oh, so it's basically an older and used classically form of saying ta. So this is essentially himeta, himeshi. So Yami no chikara o uh, Himeshi Kagiyo. So hidden darkness key, essentially. A hidden dark power key or something like that. The key that holds the power of darkness. Yami no chikara o himeshi kagi yo.
闇の力を秘めし鍵よ。真の力を我の
Let's see. Shin no true. Shin no. So what's the she by itself? Shin no chikara, or reality or truth power? Shin no chikara o ware no mae. Oh, before. Before me, and then shimese. So, commanding form, imperative. So to tell, to take out, to show, to demonstrate. Oh, so show your true power before me. Show your true power before me. Yeah, to show your true power before me. So, Shin no chikara o ware no mae ni shimese. From shimesu, so. Shin no chikara o ware no mae ni shimese.
闇の力を秘めし鍵よ。真の力を我の前に示せ。契約のもと、さくらが命じる。
契約 contract no moto under something beneath. Oh, that's right. You can sometimes say, like when you reference a professor Nomoto, you can say while study. It could be reference to like while under a professor, or studying under a professor, or working with a professor. In this case, it's keiyaku Nomoto, or under a contract. So keiyaku Nomoto, Sakura ga meijiru. To order, to command. So under a contract, Sakura orders. Keiyaku. So, keiyaku no moto, Sakura ga meijiru.
真の力を我の前に示せ。契約のもと、さくらが命じる。レディー
Release.
さくらが命じる。
Release. Release. Okay.
エカさくら。
Eka Sakura. Eka. Eka Sakura. Furai no kado wa kaze no zokusei attribute zokusei. So oh, it can also mean good under the Kansai dialect. So why is the ka there? So eka sakura furai no kado wa kaze no zokusei. So good sakura, the fly car is wind attribute. Maybe I should look up Ika, since that probably gets more hits than Eka. So, okay, so Ika, listen, you see? Okay, so yeah, it's just Eka because he speaks with the Kansai bin. But it's Ika, so Ika, listen, you see? Or mind you, remember. Now, how does good and, how does Yoi and Ka make listen? Explain the grammar behind Ika. It serves several grammatical functions, primarily used to draw attention or confirm understanding before delivering information. It is commonly used to mean listen, mind you, or remember, often preceding a significant statement. For example, so ika, blah, blah, okay. The use functions as a way to ensure the listener is paying attention, similar to pay attention or listen in English. The ka in ika acts as a question particle, turning the preceding clause into a question. So this construction is often used to ask if something is acceptable or appropriate, such as "ii desu ka?" Is it okay? Which is more polite form. The rise in intonation often indicates a question mark, adds a sense of "you got it" or "okay." Additionally, ika can be used in contexts whether or if, particularly in phrases like "ika wakaranai shi," I don't know whether it's good or not. Here, ka is part of the kadoka structure, which translates to whether in English. This usage allows for expressing uncertainty. Okay, so in other words, he's literally saying, "Is it good?" But that's how you, uh, that's how you signify like listen up, because you're asking, "Is it good?" Are you prepared to listen? Essentially, in Japanese. So, Eka Sakura, Furai no kado wa kaze no akusei, was it? No, zokusei. Yeah. Eka Sakura, フライのカードは数の属性や
さくら、フライのカードは風の属性や。
OK。質問がありますか？ Are there any questions? There's no questions that want to raid, so please stick around for the raid. Okay, let's see. I don't see anyone doing anything Japanese related on Rumble, so let's find someone to raid. So we're gonna raid Stuck in New York in Rumble. Okay, now let's see who we're gonna raid on Twitch. Okay, someone's okay. There's someone learning some native language is Russian, and they're learning something. I'm not sure what. Maybe English. So we're gonna go and raid Stockman. Minasan, uh, o- okiotsuke, 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 okiyotsukete kudasai. Mata ashita, or goodbye everyone, see you tomorrow.